What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people been asking me about King Von, LulTim Quando Rondo lately. You know, the news at FBG Duck, that news kind of overshadowed the drill culture lately, so it's been a lot of shit been sliding past our eyes. But I've been hearing from close sources that, you know, this trial is going to start pretty soon. I don't think it's going to start this year. I think it's going to start sometime in the beginning of next year, like my sources told me. I think this is almost passing up. A lot of holidays coming. I don't think that case is going to start now. But I'm hearing a lot of things about that. You got to understand, you know, it's been a lot of interviews that have been came out. Nobody seemed to want to talk about King Von. I don't think it's a conclusion. I don't think this is an opinion. I don't think this is a guess. But no one's going to be taking no stand for King Von's side. I don't even think it's going to be any kind of testimony. Even the fact, even if you don't got to point no fingers out, just tell your story of what happened that day because you was with him. I don't see no rapper from Chicago sitting on no chair in the courtroom on a stand, even telling this side of the story. You know, the photo, the optics of it just don't look right. And I don't think nobody gonna want to be a part of that. And I think that's gonna be very, very hard. And that's gonna be a deterrent on King Von case because, like I was telling people, he don't know LulTim. Never met him a day in his life. You know, him and Quando Rondo wasn't best friends. So they got to rely a lot on what happened that day. A lot of what happened on that videotape to try to come with the conclusion, to try to convict Tim of this murder. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's going to be hard, especially when guys have been on the internet telling stories about how crazy King Von is, how much of a goon he really was, how much of a drilling, how much he played with the Blicks. And to be honest with you, I think LulTim is the biggest beneficiary of this whole Oblock thing that went on. You got to remember, they're going to pay King Von as this guy who was an aggressive, a killer, a thug, a goon, a hitman, you know, a guy who didn't play, a guy who was known to pull these out, a guy who has a reputation. He got a background, you know. That what they're going to try to portray and say that when he attacked Quando Rondo and all his friends rushed, they believed that Quando Rondo was going to lose his life. Now, with news breaking that 5 guys from Oblock are being charged with the murder of FBG Duck, I think that's going to play in the hands of Tim. His lawyers is clearly going to use that. I'm telling you now, this is not a secret. They're going to use that and say this is exactly what could have happened to Quando Rondo, a famous rapper in an altercation with these Oblock members. Unfortunately, Quando left with his life, FBG Duck didn't. That's what they're going to say, even though it wasn't an altercation with Duck and them. They're going to say these guys have a background, and if Tim didn't take it serious enough, it could have went like that. You know what I'm saying? Not to put these guys in there, because shit could be alleged, but I'm telling you, you know, Tim lawyers, because I've been hearing this from a lot of people who I've been speaking with, is telling me that FBG Duck case is going to be a focal point in Tim case. They're going to use that information to portray King Von as the leader of this Oblock gang, as that they were vicious and ruthless and that Quando Rondo life was in jeopardy. So I'm not sure how this is going to play out, you know, especially without nobody taking a stand for King Von, you know. I'm not sure if no one's not going to take it, but I'm telling you, I just don't think anybody want to be a part of that kind of optics in this drill culture. And I think we're going to need people standing on the stand saying, look, it was shit happened before that video caught it. You know what I'm saying? These guys been beefing. They been woofing at each other. Tim just didn't come out the blue. This niggas was set up. This was some shit that happened. It went too far. You know what I'm saying? I don't think no one's going to stand on the stand and paint that picture. And I think they're going to need that picture to be painted to, boom, hit Tim. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be following this case, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate the love. It's the homie Truth. Bleh, 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 bleh.